Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, November 27th, 2019. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, is extending an invitation to the public to attend the 2019 hosting of Gingerama, slated for Thursday, November 28th, 2019.
The opening will showcase the cream of the crop of Gingerland talent: music, folklore, calypso, soca, you name it. And two pageants are going to happen: Miss Gingerama and Miss Gingerette. So they're going to be having a good time up there. Cordial invitation is extended to residents of Gingerland and the rest of Nevis to come and witness this historic event. And the event is free of charge. The rest of the Gingerama program: Friday, November 29th, we have Ginger Fete, featuring the Grandmasters, Collision, and co-bands, and a number of DJs. Saturday, November 30th, they have Juve, featuring the co-band and the Miss Gingerama pageant. And Sunday, December 1st, they have Cricket at Hard Times playing field and the TDC Miss Gingerette pageant.
Premier Brantley was speaking during his monthly press conference, which took place today, Wednesday, November 27th, at the Cabinet Room of the Social Security Building at Pinneys. He also commended the Honorable Eric Evelyn, Minister of Culture, for the work he has been doing in the area of culture.
He has shepherded a particular project, that project being the development of cronies in Gingerland. For those who want to know what cronies is, we say market shop loosely, the hub for Gingerland. And Gingerland people have said that this is a significant project for them. I have been able to go there myself at the construction stage and really been able to see the joy and hear the joy from people who see a renaissance, if you will, happening in Gingerland. And someone said to me recently that they're having this massive investment there. They're having a new gas station. They have the supermarket that is there. They have the high school that is there. And I have discussed with Minister Evelyn and asked him to consider redevelopment of the market. And we feel that if all of that can come together, you create a hub of activity right there.
Earlier today, the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs in the Nevis Island Administration hosted a discussion as part of the activities for the celebration of International Men's Day. Delivering brief remarks to the men and the boys present was Junior Minister of Health and Gender Affairs in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams.
A number of men would have done quite a bit of work in our communities, and at events like these, we seek to applaud them for their efforts. I want to say that what you have been doing has not gone unnoticed. It's just that persons are now bringing it to light, and we are grateful to those persons who are doing so. Even though we are trying to keep pace with International Women's Day, I know that we are falling short in terms of the celebrations and the hype. However, it is my hope that in time to come, both days will be held in the same level with the same level of importance and would be greeted with the same amount of fanfare. And so I am happy that so many persons would have found it necessary to be here today. Whatever the discussions are, whatever lines the discussions take, I would want to wish you a very fruitful discussion.
Coordinator of the Gender Affairs Division is Lorraine Archibald.
This year, we are guided by the theme, Men Leading by Example. So today, we all will hear from a number of well-learned experts who would present on topics that are on gender, health, and social issues. These topics were carefully chosen so that we can become enlightened with information that can help us to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by the year 2030. Goal number 3, good health and well-being. Goal number 5, achieving gender equality. Goal number 10, reduced inequalities. And goal number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions.
The seminar consisted of a number of presentations on various topics, including the role of men and boys in achieving gender equality by Leo Stone Morrison, engendering men's health, bringing a gender lens to men's health can lead to better health outcome for all by Dr. Patrick Martin, and Sexual Harassment, What Everyone Should Know by Theon Truss. International Men's Day was celebrated on Tuesday, November 19th under the theme Men Leading by Example. Still to come.
And since none of us was around in 1844, it means, therefore, that we are here in this edifice today, 175 years later, enjoying what others would have built.
We'll give you the details after this break.
Poised to perfection, overflowing with intelligence, and drenched in melanin beauty. All components then make up your contestant number 3. Greetings, Gingerlanders. Proud to be an ambassador in this year's Miss Gingerama Queen pageant is 19-year-old Saskia Mills. On the 30th of November, at the Gingerama Village, you will be graced with class, distinction, and just a little bit of sass. As I continue to revive our culture while sustaining our heritage. Get ready for this sassy sleigh.
Welcome back. Stakeholders from across the Caribbean region are currently in St. Kitts attending a 3-day seminar that seeks to strengthen the capacity of developing countries to attract and benefit from investment in Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, related sectors through enhanced investment facilitation. The Sustainable Development Goals were adopted by all United Nations member states in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. The seminar, which is being held at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort from November 26th to 28th, is being facilitated by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD, in collaboration with the European Union, the Caribbean Association of Investment Promotion Agencies, the Caribbean Export Development Agency, and the St. Kitts Investment Promotion Agency, SKIPA. Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Sean Richards, addressed the opening of the important regional seminar. The Honorable Deputy Prime Minister stated that the ability of small island developing states to attract foreign direct investments is often hindered by several economic challenges such as high transport costs and trading costs. Deputy Prime Minister Richards cited the findings of the 2019 UNCTAD World Investment Report, which stated that foreign direct investment in small island developing states remains fragile and dependent on few capital-intensive projects in construction, as well as the hotel and tourism sectors. As such, the Deputy Prime Minister said, priority areas for attracting foreign direct investment inflows should therefore entail health and nutrition, food and agriculture, among other high-impact areas for sustainability. Attracting investments in health and nutrition, food and agriculture will specifically target the UN Sustainable Development Goal 1, which speaks to poverty, SDG 2, which speaks to zero hunger, and SDG 3, which speaks to good health and well-being. Minister Richards said what is needed in the region is greater focus on impact investment, which he described as investments that have the expressed intention of generating a measurable, positive social or environmental impact in addition to a financial return. He added, impact investments promote sustainability, specifically towards the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. Areas of discussion that will be covered over the next 3 days include fostering business linkages for the Sustainable Development Goals, facilitating investment financing in SDG projects, and reform of the International Investment Agreements regime. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, is congratulating the Charlestown Methodist Church, which celebrated its 175th anniversary on Sunday, November 24, 2019. Premier Brantley, who was delivering brief remarks at the anniversary service on Sunday morning, urged those present to remember the contributions made by those before them.
that we must all recognize that everything we do and everything that we enjoy today, indeed, much of what we take for granted, was built by others. And that we are where we are today because others would have worked hard and sacrificed. And since none of us was around in 1844, it means, therefore, that we are here in this edifice today, 175 years later, enjoying what others would have built. And so let us never forget the contribution made by those who went before us. The second thing I think we ought to remember is that those who would have started this church in 1844 knew when they started it that they would not be around 175 years later to celebrate the 175th anniversary. I say that to say this, that those of us who happen to be here today must live our lives in such a way that we create something tangible for future generations to enjoy.
He then congratulated the church on its milestone and encouraged persons to leave behind something tangible for future generations.
Each of us must recognize that we are here only for a while, a short moment, a twinkling of the eye. But during the moment that we're here, whilst we're on the stage, so to speak, let us do the best that we can to create a legacy that others can enjoy. And so let us be like those who pioneered this church way back 175 years ago and build something with our lives, in our community, that 175 years from now, others can enjoy. With those words, few as they are, I would want to wish Reverend Bunny Byron, who has now been in charge of this church for some time and has done an excellent job. I want to wish her continued blessings. I want to wish this church continued blessings. And I hope that God blesses all of us so that when you celebrate 200 years, we can come back and be here with you 25 years from now.
The Charlestown Methodist Church, which opened its doors in 1844, is one of the largest churches on Nevis. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.